Hey guys, welcome back. Richie here for another bench update. Typical bench update. I'm going to go over a few things. I'm going to go over some of the projects I'm working on. We're going to look at some new purchases I received, and also look at a couple of completed builds I'm going to share with you guys as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, welcome back to another bench update. It's only been about less than 2 weeks since my last one, but been up to quite a lot of stuff. 2 completed builds, which is fantastic. I've got the REF FGR.2 PHANTOM 48 scale, the Hasegawa, the Revell rebox complete, and also in 48 scale, the great Tamiya Abrams M1A2 tank, which I did like a little kind of basic diorama for too. So I'm going to share those with you guys in a minute. Also got a few new purchases I'm going to talk about, but most importantly, I've been busy the last few days filming, and if you've seen my other videos, you'll see that I've actually started building and got quite far along already with this Eurofighter build. So this will go up on Friday, the 24th of July, I believe, the first part, and every Friday I'll put up a new part, probably about 7-8 parts long. Each part will be about a different area of the aircraft. So we've got assembly, we have one about weathering, one about decals, one about painting, all that kind of stuff. And obviously, as you've seen my videos, I upgraded my camera equipment, so now I'm on a Canon M50. I've got wide angle lenses, I've got a good microphone, I've got lights, all that kind of stuff. So whereas before I was using my iPhone, it's a good camera for this kind of talking kind of stuff, but when you want to get detail and show panel lines and stuff, it's going to make a world of difference. Also been doing a bunch of reviews. I think every Tuesday for the next 6 to 8 weeks we get a new review coming up. All these kits I'm going to show you right now, I've already filmed the reviews, and if you've not seen them already, they'll be going up pretty shortly. Like I say, each Tuesday I'll put a new one up. So yeah, been really busy. I'm about to start a new kit as well, so something a little bit different, so I'll pull this out of my stash. And this is the, make sure I get it right, the M1078 kind of armoured truck. So I thought that's pretty cool, something a little different, plus armour. There's no tracks, which is a bonus. So, and I also happen to have, I'm looking up in my stash, Modern US Soldiers Logistics Supply Team by Trumpeter figure set of like people like lifting boxes on the back of the truck and stuff. So I could do like a little diorama kind of vignette kind of thing, I'm thinking. Also, I know recently, I'm trying to think who it is, I think it's Mini Art released a little kit like pallet jacks and pallets and some drums and stuff, so that could be cool for some like storage. So I'm going to kind of go to town with this and do a bunch of stuff in the back and make a little dio kind of thing. So something a little bit different. So in between doing the Eurofighter, this is my kind of plan I'm going to work on the next few weeks. So kind of share that with you. So I guess as always, let's go switch the camera down to the bench and let's kind of go over the 2 builds I mentioned and kind of show where I'm at with those. And then after that we'll come back and look at some purchases and stuff. Okay, so 2 builds to share with you as I mentioned. First one, Shirley Armor, and that is my 48 scale Abrams tank. I built this for a group build on the 4A Models website, and it's action movie build. This has been tons of different movies, Transformers, War of the Worlds. I actually modeled this upon the movie called The Courier, just because it had the desert markings and stuff. So you see, I did it in this trumpeter case. You should know I love these trumpeter cases. They're really cheap and do a great job keep the dust off. Basically did a, well, got obviously the model itself, but it's set on a like a highway running for a desert. So I achieved this with using cork, which I had left over from kind of model railway stuff. And look at my drawer here. This stuff, which has actually really turned out really good. It's AK Interactive Asphalt Diorama stuff. To be honest, it smells like tire grout, so I'm sure that's the main component of this. But you basically just kind of spread it on, use some water to kind of flatten it out, and then just leave it for like a day to dry. And it gives you this great effect. I just airbrushed on the lines, and I used another AK product. I used a little bit of light earth for the ground at the side here, and just used a few stones and tufts of grass, that kind of stuff. I think with armor, it really kind of makes a difference. If you do a little base, just kind of sets it off. So super easy kit, nothing to report about. The track stiff water part on me, which seems to be a common thing and very frustrating. Almost ended up coming out the window, but I stuck with it. I'm glad I did, obviously. Painted with mission models paint. Not a big fan of mission models, but just for UK and US armor, they had the perfect color, I think, for modern stuff. So I do use that paint just for those two colours. Kind of tilt it up, you can see the side and the front and the other side. Had a little bit of nightmare with the F2 decal on the other side. You notice I didn't have one. It just kind of just died on me, disintegrated. So hey ho, pretty weathered up. A little bit darker than I hoped for build, but by the time I had all these washes and stuff, it kind of got a little bit dark, so I had to come back with some buff and kind of lighten off a little bit. But it's, like I said, Mission models, and then I used the AK or maybe MiG filter set from US Modern Desert stuff. To be honest, I filtered different panels, it didn't really look any different to me, so I'm not sure I'd ever use that again. I'm kind of used to filters, but I wasn't that impressed. One thing that did work really good, which you can see, is the light dust deposits. I think it's another either AK or a MiG product. You just kind of brush it on, and then it dries. It has these like dust markings that you can see. Like, take the case off, you can see better. There you go. Yeah, so I'm really happy how it turned out. Like I said, I really think bases make a huge difference to armor. Just a simple little thing really kind of sets them off. So, happy with that. My first 48 scale tank, and really nice scale, really like it. Good size, not too huge or anything. So that's the first one. Move that to the side. And the second thing is this guy. Zoom out a little bit so you can see it. And this is it's a Revell kit, but basically it's Hasegawa reboxing. This is another great purchase in terms of pricing. It's about a $25–30 kit, really cheap. And it has really everything you need. I did try to upgrade the exhaust, but that was kind of a fail for me. I bought the Aries set, which I still have a packet here, so if anyone's making one, reach out to me. I'm happy to let you get this at a decent price. But I ordered this later. I thought, you know, I'll just slot them in at the end. It's just exhaust nozzles. But it turned out, long story short, I got instructions. You have to cut some stuff on the inside to fit them. So I was like, no way that's happening. So I went ahead with the kit ones, and it actually didn't turn out too bad. Loads of stuff to talk about with this. So aftermarket wise, I just went with the Eduard cockpit P set, some resin seats, and I think that's pretty much it, really. And obviously canopy mask set is kind of my go-to. I always use the canopy mask set. Painted using Hasegawa lacquer paints, then my usual Flory dark dirt wash for the panel lines, and neat oils for the rest of the weathering. Oh, I also got some Eduard photo etch fog covers, because the intakes aren't that great. There's no detail on them, so I thought I'd get the photo etch set, but that was a real nightmare. You know, I hate photo etch, and it didn't go together so well, so I just ended up not using it. It was just pain. Not sure how much detail you're going to see in here, but nevertheless, it's a cockpit, fully detailed. Really kind of happy how that turned out. I do love the iconic kind of 1980s Germany kind of wraparound camo markings on this. There's the underside. And the clamshell at the bottom, I actually used Modern Master paints for that. I had some metallizers, and that turned out really good too. So yeah, really happy how it's turned out on the exhaust. Actually, not too bad for you don't really see much of the shadowing and stuff, but not too bad for the kit ones in the end once I painted them. So yeah, really happy how it turned out. Yeah, the only thing I've struggled with was the canopies, getting them to kind of stay up. They don't fit very good. I wanted them down, but they don't fit very good. There's a little bit, they're not so many different kind of sections. It didn't fit. There was a little bit of a gap, so I had to kind of put them up. But it's hard to get them kind of stay in the same position, kind of upwards. But hey, but yeah, really nice kit. Like I say, Hasegawa kit. I'm not a big Phantom fan at all. I've had this Phantoms in my stash before, as you know. Not being a big fan of Phantoms. They're fantastic aircraft, don't get me wrong, in terms of what they did in the 60s and 70s and the engineering and design, that kind of stuff. Just for me, the look of it, I just really don't like the look of it. So it's funny because as you do these kits, you actually build an appreciation. Same, I'm actually working on Eurofighter as well, and I'm not a big Eurofighter fan, but I think actually building these kits actually makes me appreciate the models, the actual subjects more, if that makes sense. So although I'm not going to rush out and buy another 20 more Phantoms, you know, I'll definitely be open to building another one in the future. Maybe a Navy one, a Royal Navy one or something, if that ever comes out. But yeah, again, really happy with this. It's not, doesn't take a ton of space up either. It's pretty, you know, compact wingspan and stuff. But that was a fun little build. And that was pretty much it, really. Just these two. And like I said, I've been working on Eurofighter. And that's it. So let me switch the camera back to me, and then we'll talk about some of the new purchases which I've got in the past couple of weeks. Right, so there you go. So 2 kits completed, an aircraft and an armor kit, both in 48 scale. Those Tamiya kits are really nice, those 48 scale ones. They're good to have pretty quick, like, I mean, it's a weekend project almost to get those things together and painted. It's not much work at all. Really nice kits, good for beginners, I guess, and nice size as well. I'm really kind of liking the 48 scale size for armor. It's you can create a little dial kind of thing. You see the size, it's not huge, so big thumbs up. So let's talk about what I received. Some of these I received, I might already put reviews up. You've seen on the channel. I just not got around to showing you for a bench video. So I've got 3 kits and a couple other little things. So first of all, I finally managed to get this the photo etch set for Dragonfly. I think the last bench update I showed you I got the A37B. So I managed to get the internal photo etch. It's discontinued, but somebody had it on eBay, so I managed to purchase it. Took like 2 weeks to arrive from Texas. I know what the guy was up to. I got like 4 different tracking numbers going different places, but it finally arrived. So because all the issues I had, I opened it up just to make sure everything was there, and it is. So we're in good shape. So that's the Dragonfly. Next up, if you guys are interested in this, I'm happy to post a link. Just shoot me a comment and I'll respond with a link from Amazon. Otherwise, you can probably just find it on Amazon yourself. But I got this guy. First of all, I kind of tricked my wife saying I got her some jewelry, because if I show the box here, other than made in China on the front, it looks like a nice fancy piece of jewelry. But what it actually is this guy, which is a refillable lighter. And I don't know if you can see it up there, but I got the I can't reach it, but I got the butane fuel, like Zippo lighter kind of refills. So this is a lighter. So the reason I got this is for photo etch. Because, you know, I'm not a big fan of photo etch struggle, especially those ones where you're kind of making boxes and gluing photo etch together. I always have some kind of issues kind of getting it to stick with super glue or whatever. So I've had solder paste for a while, and I heard that's pretty good. So you just wipe the solder paste on, then hit it with a torch, and it just instantly bonds it. So I thought I'd give that a shot. So this was very expensive. It's like less than $20, and it's a like I say, got child lock on right now, but it's a, come a little closer to the camera. At the bottom there's a dial, so you can actually adjust the thing. So right now it's on low. So if I turn it up a little bit, and you guys, it gets pretty powerful. You can see that's on low, and you turn that thing right up. I mean, that's going to do some damage, but you can see how you can hear it too, probably. And turn it down. And there you go. So I mean, the refills were $10 I think on Amazon for two delivered, and each one does like probably a couple of hours or something of use of each one. So I mean, you're not going to use this much. You're just going to quickly zip it around and heat stuff up. But so the plan is you just put the solder paste on, and then you just close it up, the box or whatever you're doing photo etch, and just hit it with this, and it instantly melts it and bonds it. So we'll see how it goes. I've not tried it yet, but it's pretty cool, and also good for lighting candles and stuff. So you have birthdays coming up or whatever, and cakes. You see the power on this thing, it's pretty cool. So yeah, so that's something interesting. And some of the manufacturers, it's Zukura, a Jobon 392 lighter. So if you look at this on Amazon, I'm sure you get a link or eBay or somewhere. Let me hold that up so you can see it. It focuses. There you go. God, it's been so hot here recently. I know it's quite late at night. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and it's still like almost 100 degrees outside. It's been ridiculous this weekend. It's like so hot and humid. So I hope wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and staying cool. But I can have AC, so it's not a big deal in the house. But still, yeah, it's still really kind of thick and stuff. Okay, let's look at the 3 kits I've got. Like I say, a couple of these have gone up already, so you've seen them on my channel. But I managed to get hold of the Edward Wine Women and Song, the B29 Marauder. Beautiful markings on this. If you haven't already, go check out my review. It's a Hasegawa kit. They've reboxed and a couple of things like resin wheels, the photo etch, that kind of stuff. But it looks a really nice kit. As you know, these limited editions, I always go and grab them as I can, because if I guess it came out literally, what, like a month ago, and already sold out. I think Sprue River sold out within 4 hours. Any Edward limited edition are made in about 2,000, 2,500 pieces. So just, if you see them, just make sure you buy them when you can, because the limited edition Edward, you won't be able to get them. Pretty much most of the time after like a month or two. I always pre-order my stuff from Hanance. I get the 10% pre-order discount plus 20% savings, so I don't pay. I'm outside the EU, so I don't pay the sales tax. So with 30% off, that kind of offsets some of the shipping to get it out here to the US, and it actually arrived pretty quick. I think it arrived within like 2 weeks, I think, of me ordering, which is really quick right now with all the whole stuff going on in the world with the pandemic and everything. Mail's kind of was really slowed down. It's like 5-6 weeks from the UK, but like I say, the last couple of things like packages I got, like within a couple of weeks I got them, so that's really good news too. So that cool one. Next is something a little bit different. Again, I think the review's up for this already. It's the Skymaster, the Cessna O2A. Really nice kit again. Check out the review if you haven't. It's got really nice internal detail. The only thing was I thought it came with a mask set, but it actually comes with a like a template. You have to cut out your own. You can do that, or actually I just saw Edward just announced in August they're going to release a canopy mask set for this. So if you want to mask all the windows or cut it yourself and just buy this canopy mask set, that'll be out, say, in August. But cool little aircraft. I think it's like Vietnam era kind of forward air controller kind of jet, not jet but prop, and it has the two props, prop at the front and prop at the back. So that's another cool little aircraft. Highly recommend it. Very cheap. I think it's like $20. If you, but again, check out the review. And finally, something a bit quirky, and this is the DasWorks Wally Ellie, what is it, the EF-126-127. It's a what-if kind of 1946 Nazi kind of jet. Now, this is really cheap too. I mean, it's a 32nd scale aircraft. There's not much to it, but again, you're looking like $30 maybe, which is really good for the scale. DasWorks makes some really nice stuff. And I'm just going to go through his instruction book real quick. Again, you're looking at about $30 for this kit, and just look at how cool instructions is. It's like got the coffee stains on it. It's kind of really old. And in color, it's like wing up wings kind of stuff. Really nice instruction book. Good quality. The plastic is really nice too. Solid plastic. 3 different versions you can do out of this kit. I think Ushi van der Osten, I think they're part of DasWorks, or I'm not sure exactly how it works, the organization, but they just released a decal set for the wooden. They do really nice wooden decals for the wings and stuff. So if you don't want to go paint this, you get really nice kind of realistic looking wood for the wings, which is cool. There's pretty much Nazi. There's also a Russian marking on there too. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. But yeah, it's 3-in-1, different versions. You got 2 engine one, which is, to me, looks the best. You have the 1 engine. So if you're into your what if Nazi stuff, then this might be something you want to check out too. So that's been it. It's been pretty busy. Like I say, check out I got a pretty good schedule going on right now, next few weeks. I got Tuesdays, I got reviews going up, and I got Fridays, I also have the Eurofighter going up, which again, we've got probably go on until like start of September, because quite a few parts. So yeah, it's a pretty Revell's a typical kit with them. It's some flash, some fit issues, especially around intakes and stuff, but nothing too bad. I'm really kind of liking how it's going together right now, enjoying it. I think the Edward photo etch is pretty much a must for it. It gives that cockpit detail. Also get nice straps for the seat, and it even gives you external stuff. I'm not using much of the external stuff, but I've used like the fan blades and that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I'm really happy how that is. So check that out. In the meantime, I'll be back in a few more weeks with another bench update, let you know how I'm getting on. Hopefully I made start with this guy. Or if not, I'm sure with a different kit or some sort. So that's it, yeah. So I hope you guys are staying safe, as always. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.